Hey guys, what is up? I'm deciding to make another vlog today. I realized yesterday when I was editing the video that you guys couldn't see Jack because my sun visor was basically in this position, and you know, I realized that you guys couldn't see through the front windshield at all. So as a substitute, I'm going to be wearing my sunglasses instead, and hopefully that will be much better in terms of what you guys are able to see with my sun visor up. But anyways, so this will be another test video, and also I wanted to basically talk about how my YouTube channel came to be. And there are people walking across. I don't want to run into them. I always have to smile at customers, so I sort of smiled at them a little bit. But anyways, as I was saying, I wanted to talk about how my YouTube channel came to be. My YouTube channel actually started back in 2008. But I didn't really become active until about 1 to 2 years later. I started my YouTube channel, or I actually forgot if I started it for a reason or if I just, started my YouTube account just for the fact that I wanted to comment on other people's videos. But back then, 2008, 2009, YouTube wasn't really that big, but they were just getting into the I guess getting big time. But yeah, so I wanted to make some videos, and back then I was still in my gaming phase, as are most teenage boys, around high school times. And my how should I put this? My gaming series was Dynasty Warriors, and I know many of you, even now, and like up to this day, do not know what Dynasty Warriors is. And to put it simply, it's basically a game series that explains the entire history of the I guess Chinese culture, if you want to put it that way. Chinese culture, Chinese history. For those of you who remember from history class, actually, the many dynasties from China, that's what the game series basically explains. And the only difference in all those game series was the addition of characters and the improvement of the quality and the gameplay. As well as additional game features like what you can do, what additional attacks or moves you can execute with each individual player. So that was basically what my YouTube channel was about, and I'd say that up to this day, a good amount of my subscribers was actually from being subscribed to my YouTube channel, as well as some of my other good buddies who I've been Facebook friends for a while after we sort of, I guess, indirectly developed this gaming community, this Dynasty Warriors community on YouTube. I do know a few of the people right now on YouTube who still do make Dynasty Warriors videos, but unfortunately I have lost track of all the wires for my Elgato Gaming Capture HD video card, so I sort of can't really go back into filming gameplays anymore, even if I wanted to. I'll let this Volvo in actually. But to explain more, yeah, so we basically we were doing it for 1 to 2 years, I think, or even 3 if I remember correctly. And it was really awesome to see that just having simple interest of gaming, and then wanting to wanting to just make a few videos just out of curiosity to see what happened. And at that time I only recorded videos just because, you know, I felt like it was fun for me to, like, it was actually like a hobby to me to, you know, to record videos of Dynasty Warriors that no one's ever heard of in the, you know, gaming, you know, as far as what I'm concerned, like, no one knew. I was one of the very few Asians, oh, nice Maserati. I was one of the few gaming people out there who actually knew what Dynasty Warriors was, and not that many people did. So I wanted to sort of put the game out there and by chance see if there was anyone out there who also played the same gaming series as I did. And to my surprise, there was actually, you know, quite a lot of people who played the game series, and I was actually very, I guess, glad in a way that I was able to help people out, because some people actually did make requests for me to make videos on how to get this item or how to, you know, complete this mission as Koei, you know, released more games for the game series. So that was an entire 1 to, like I said, 3 years of fun for me. But as as everyone got older, as we hit high school and some hit college, you know, we all went our separate ways. And there was one time where I actually could not game for a while because for whatever reason, I just had this, you know, this mental breakdown. And it wasn't one of those like emotional depression breakdowns. It was just one of those times where for some strange reason I just couldn't handle having all that gaming equipment in my room. And I'm sort of wiping my sunglasses a little because I got a little steamy. But anyways, so yeah, I basically moved my gaming consoles out of my room for about 6 months, and that sort of was the time period that I sort of just moved on from gaming. And that was also the time where I got my 2000 V6 Mustang, for those of you who know and who watch those videos. And between the time of when I was between the time when I stopped gaming and the time when I got the Mustang, I didn't release any videos at all of anything. So, but then, you know, when I got the Mustang, that's when my depression came in from high school due to, you know, personal reasons. And at that time, you know, my two best friends were dating each other, so I figured, you know, I didn't have anyone to hang out with. I was pretty much bored every day. And I have, you know, one GoPro camera at least, and one camcorder, Sony, I think it was HDR 260, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I had these one camcorder, one GoPro camera, so 2 pieces of video equipment and a tripod. So I was wondering to myself what I was able to do with that, and that gave me the idea to make stick shift videos or make tutorials on how to drive stick shift, because at the time when I searched on YouTube, not that many people actually made videos for how to drive stick. So using the GoPro and the camcorder that I had, I actually did 2 attempts on how to drive stick through videos. The first 2 didn't really work out as well as I thought. Actually, now that I think of it, it was 3. First 2 videos was in 2 parts. I was using my camcorder, and even, I have to admit, it was pretty bad quality. For some reason, the screen was half the size. It was basically in portrait mode, and I was filming with the built-in light that came with the camcorder. And you know, the entire video was shaky, and I was basically stumbling, and I was doing more of the action than the talking. So that, I flat out admit, I got more dislikes than likes that I got in that video. So so after that, I decided to, you know, improve on it by thinking about what I was going to teach, the process in which I was going to, you know, teach how to drive stick. So like, for example, alternate between the clutch and the gas pedal, and what you should do when you're parking, what you shouldn't do when you're parking, etc., etc. And nice M3. But that actually was a huge improvement, because that video, I believe, has over 60,000 views as of today. And honestly, I can think of a much better way of teaching teaching how to drive stick shift today. But unfortunately, with my Mustang, I traded it in after a year of ownership, mostly because of the fact that when I got the car, it had 137,000 miles on it, and it was a 2000 V6. By the time I sold it in, or traded it in for my 2012 IS250, the Mustang had 142,000 miles on it. But during that year of time, I actually took an automotive class at one of my local community colleges here, and I realized that the pistons were basically fried in the engine block. And I went to TPS Motorsports when they were still alive at the time in Santa Clara, or I believe it was in Santa Clara or Sunnyvale, I forgot. But I took it to them, and I wanted to install a street tune that I got from Bama. That's the Mustang that's always spotted at the local community college there. But anyways, so yeah, I took my Bama Performance Tuner to TPS, and they modified my streets tune, because that was the only tune that I could use. Even if I used the Performance or Race tune, I believe, I forgot which 3 tunes that you get from Bama Performance, but they modified the 2 other tunes, and every time they tried to put my car on the run or go wide open throttle in the Mustang, the engine would always give them a pinging problem or a detonation. So prior to purchase, I didn't know that the engine was pretty much already in really bad condition, but I didn't do my research. I really wanted a stick shift car, and I really wanted a Mustang, so I literally only spent a day basically going up and down one of the local streets here that have all the dealerships on it, and I saw the Mustang on the side of the road, and we just went to check it out. The price at the time, like I said, I didn't do any research, so I thought the price was good. And the car was back at my house within 4 hours of basically window shopping, but car version of window shopping. And that was probably, I would say, one of the worst mistakes I've ever made, even though I still love Mustangs up to this day. But that decision could have been made a lot better with a better Mustang had I given it more time. But I was really desperate to get a Mustang, and I got a Mustang, but it was only for 1 year. But anyways, I know I got off track, but that's basically how I started to make car videos. And the reason why I haven't been able to put out any videos just recently was because of the fact that I had plans on making videos with the Mustang, but what I did not foresee was trading the Mustang for a Lexus after 1 year of just having the Mustang. So right now, I'm trying to save up as much as I can. I have to talk to my mom, and I've really been wanting to just get another stick shift vehicle, and unfortunately it probably will not be a Mustang. I've searched on Craigslist. There's a bunch of good listings for the New Edge GTs, but they're all out of my price range. So I'm for the budget that I have to work with, it'll most likely be either German or a Japanese car. But seeing as how German cars, if they have anything above 150,000 miles on them, even below that, there will be some serious problems that start to act up, and I only have so much to spend, and I can't afford the maintenance or replacing the necessary components to fix those problems. So getting a car that's still under consideration, and I still have to talk to my mom about it because of certain financial situations that I'm in currently. Getting the stick shift car would only serve a purpose for YouTube videos, as well as my my eagerness to drive a stick shift again, because I wouldn't be trying this hard and I wouldn't have been searching for a car for months if I didn't miss stick shift or driving a stick shift car. And for those of you who don't know, I went through my first 6 hours of my permit, or the first 6 hours of learners, where you have to go to driving school and learn how to drive, was actually in a stick shift car. And my mom, she actually was the one who forced me to drive, or who forced me to learn how to drive in a stick shift car, and I actually was against it, because I wanted to drive an automatic. But she told me to learn how to drive stick for the sake of being able to drive my uncle's daily driver, or previous daily driver, and EK9, Honda EK9, for those of you who don't know what an EK9 is. But so that ended up happening. I did end up driving his car, but unfortunately I stalled out like 5 times. I think he had like a stage 2 or stage 3 clutch, and the catch point was just really precise, and I ended up getting to drive the car. But I felt so sorry for him, because I never would have imagined to stall in a Honda Civic, because their clutches are actually really light. But for whatever reason, the clutch engagement point in that EK9 was really precise. There was only maybe a small time frame of catch point. Otherwise, you just stall it, and I stalled it 5 times, or 5 times, but I still got to drive it in the end. But I hope this wasn't too confusing for you guys. I know this was a long video, but I wanted to explain to you guys what my YouTube history was and why I haven't been making any videos during these past few months, or if I have, very rarely, maybe like one video every few weeks, or even just like a video every month. And for those of you guys who have subscribed to me for Dynasty Warriors videos, I'm sorry, and this is the truth. I don't want to, lead you guys on, but the chances of me, filming a Dynasty Warriors video, again on this YouTube video, or on this YouTube channel, is really low, actually. And there's a higher chance of me just filming more and more car videos as the future comes. So, if you guys who play Dynasty Warriors are into car videos as well, awesome. And if not, that's okay too. I'm not gonna tell you guys to unsubscribe, but it's up to you guys. And for any future Dynasty Warriors players, if you do end up hopping on my channel and have questions on Dynasty Warriors, any items, or any missions, feel free to check back on my videos from the past. But yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to let me know. Comment down on the in the comment box, and definitely prepared to have way more videos to come, because I am definitely very eager to continue my series on the POV drives that I just started with my own car that I uploaded yesterday. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, please go and check that out. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys like my idea for my future videos, please do subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.